And not at all, you know, and I do think she beat those girls, and she had the mystique and she had the confidence, but if you go back and she runs those fights back against these girls she's beat, against the girl she is now, the lady she is now,
talking about what
how
happened.
to beat her, the blueprint is out. I
the
think half
pay-per-view
the
and all
ladies
the
that
fights.
she beat, Kat Zingano being one of them who charged out right after.
Insane. I mean, you want to talk about three-letter words. WTF, oh my God, OMG, OMFG. The main event, what did I just see? What just happened? That was insane. 48 seconds. The main event was 48 fucking seconds. ESPN was there. SportsCenter's talking about it. Fox Sports 1 has their post show. They're not talking about Ronda on the post show anymore, but that's why I turned it to SportsCenter. And listen to these reports on SportsCenter.
It was very similar to the home fight where I saw it, I was so close to it, and you saw that first punch hit her. And you know, Scott, you've seen enough fights. Like, when somebody loses, it's how they get back in the octagon and take that first punch.
Still
and after she took that first punch, she kept going, but you didn't feel that same ferocity that she used to have. I just felt like I was waiting for her to get going, and Amanda Nunes was not. She attacked her, and it was over before it even started. It almost felt like the other end of a Ronda Rousey fight, when she used to win in under a minute. To be honest, I keep thinking back on this conversation I had with Dana White right before the fight. I said, Dana, what do you think? How you feeling? And he goes, I just went back there and saw her. And this was earlier in the night. He goes, it was like church back there. It was really quiet. And he was like, what's going on in here? Is anybody talking? And apparently that's how they wanted it. But I said, Dana, is that how it normally is when Ronda's getting ready for a fight? He goes, no, it's usually a little more relaxed. I don't know what that means, but it just seems like maybe in some ways, when you take something so seriously, there has to be a moment when you do finally relax. And I didn't see it at all.
Lost her second fight in a row.
I'm not asking you to tell me what she thinks because you don't know. But again, having spent time with her and focusing so much on what this outcome would mean, what do you sense this outcome means moving forward?
This is embarrassing.
I think it means a lot. I mean, you know, if she wasn't going to fight that many more fights anyway, right? Even if she would have won this fight, I think there was only one, maybe two more fights in her future because she was already kind of to this place where there wasn't much for her to prove. There wasn't much for her to accomplish. She wanted to fight Holly Holm again and right that wrong, but you know, who else is there for her to fight that she wants to prove? And I think Scott, it comes back to when fighters come up, they have this hunger. There's a reason why they're fighting, where you don't have to ask them why they're fighting. And the whole time I was reporting this one and asking her that was the question. Why are you doing this again? Why do you want to fight? And she was searching for answers, and she came up with a pretty good one, which is I'm fighting for pride and for legacy and for people to show people.
This is sad. Ronda Rousey, main event, Ronda loses in 48 seconds in round number 1. I'm going to get to my UFC 207 review now. That was shocking. That main event was damn shocking, and haters of Ronda Rousey probably said, I saw this coming. I saw she was going to lose in round number 1. I don't care what you saw. That's what I think of your thoughts. So, first is kicked off at the UFC 207 prelims. I only watched one fight on the prelims. The only fight I cared about, the only fight I predicted was Johnny Hendricks against Neil Magnin. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Neil Magnin. Neil Magnin, he lost a fight. I don't care what the judges said. That guy lost. Johnny Hendricks won the fight, in my opinion. He won. Round number 1, Hendricks was on top of the guy. Hendricks was on top of him. Then Neil tried, towards the end of round number 1, Neil tried a triangle choke. Couldn't get a triangle choke in. Started hitting elbows on the top of Johnny Hendricks' head. That was nice. Tried punching him on top of the head. And, man, I'm distracted because SportsCenter keeps talking about Ronda Rousey's loss. Second loss of her career. Very shocking and depressing and sad, in my opinion. So, round number 1, to me, in the prelims, Johnny Hendricks won round number 1. Round number 2, again, round number 2, Neil, he looked gassed in round number 2, in my opinion. He looked really tired. Round number 2 went to, I think round number 2 went to Hendricks. I can't really remember because I got a lot on my mind. Mostly what's on my mind is Ronda Rousey just losing and getting destroyed. So round number 3, Hendricks had 3 takedowns. In round number 3, he had 3 takedowns on Neil. He looked like he was going to win the fight. He's a way better wrestler. Neil is not a wrestler. Hendricks took him down 3 times. Total in the fight, he took him down 5 or 6 times. So Johnny Hendricks, in my opinion, was winning the fight. He was going to win by unanimous decision. But no. So that was still round number 3. Neil Magnin, whatever his name is, I don't care what his last name is, Neil came back a little bit. In round number 3, he was moving faster. He took Hendricks, but Hendricks picked him up, carried him, slammed him to the canvas. Another takedown for Johnny Hendricks. And then Neil tried a triangle choke again at the 3rd round with 15 and 10 seconds left. Sorry for looking at TV. Anyways, showing some guy crying on Twitter. It has to do with some sports game, I guess. Anyways, Hendricks slammed him after carrying him, slammed him, and then he tried a triangle choke at the end of the 3rd round with 10 seconds left. Couldn't get it in. So, here we go to the judges' decision. Johnny Hendricks loses. He loses by judge's decision. Johnny Hendricks loses. That was bullshit. I didn't agree with that decision. To me, Hendricks won the fight. He won the fight. Now on to the pay-per-view. In the fights I predicted. I didn't predict every fight. So, the first fight I predicted that I'll talk about was T.J. Dillashaw against John Liner. T.J. Dillashaw looked great. First round, we had T.J. Dillashaw take him down and get on top of him. Wouldn't let him up. T.J. was doing many high kicks to John, and so round number 1 to me went to T.J. Dillashaw. Round number 2, TJ again gets on top of him. Dillashaw gets on top of him again, does a lot of good ground and pound, a lot of elbows, a lot of ground and pound. Round number 2 goes to TJ Dillashaw. Round number 3 goes to, and it was only a 3-round fight, not 5 rounds. Only championship fights are 5 rounds. 3rd round of TJ versus John. Round number 3 goes to TJ. Dillashaw, again, I gave it to him. He had another takedown with 2 minutes 40 seconds left. He took him down again. The winner of the fight by unanimous decision, the winner, T.J. Dillashaw. He wins at a great showing. After the fight, he was interviewed by Joe Rogan, and he was yelling in the mic, "I want my title. I want my title back." I think he said he wanted it back. He said, "I want my title. Cruz, give me a title shot. I'm fighting top contenders and you're fighting nobodies." So TJ Dillashaw, he should get a title shot in his weight class, in his division. So the next fight that I predicted was Dominic Cruz and Cody. I forget Cody's last name. It's not easy to pronounce, so I'll just call him Cody. Dominic Cruz against Cody. Round number 1 went to Cody. I'm not going to discuss in detail about this entire fight. It was a championship fight. Dominic Cruz was a champion defending. It was 5 rounds. Round number 1 went to Cody. Round number 2 went to Cruz, in my opinion. Round number 3, Cruz gets cut over the eye, gets cut very badly. They accidentally hit each other's heads together. Joe Rogan said that Cody headbutted Dominic Cruz, but it wasn't really a headbutt because they were just coming together and they accidentally hit each other's heads. Cruz got busted open very badly from that headbutt, I guess. Accidental headbutt. So Cruz is bleeding a lot. In round number 3, Cruz was getting his ass kicked. Big time. He was getting drilled with a lot of punches. But he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't get knocked out. He would not also quit. But Cruz really got owned in the 3rd round. Cruz got 1 shot in. That's about it in round number 3. Round number 3 goes to Cody again. And it was a slugfest. Round number 3 was awesome. It was a slugfest. And round number 4. So round number 4 I give to Cody again. Because Cruz was knocked down really fast in round number 4. He's knocked down real fast. And he popped right back up in about 2 seconds. I thought he was done, but Dominic popped right back up. It was amazing how the guy kept fighting back. He kept getting drilled, falling down, kept getting back up, kept getting drilled, and Cody could not finish him. Cody won the fight, but he could not finish Dominic Cruz and knock him out. So, round number 4 goes to Cody, and Cody dominated again in round number 4. Round number 5 goes to Cody. The judges' scorecard, by unanimous decision, they voted 48 to 46, 48 to 47, and 48 to 46. The winner by unanimous decision and new champion is Cody. He's a new champion, defeating Dominic Cruz. Good for him. The guy looked awesome against Dominic Cruz. Congratulations, Cody. So that was the co-main event, where we crowned a new champion. Now to the main event, which was shocking and surprising as hell to me. Ronda Rousey returns to UFC, returns to pay-per-view. She hasn't fought since November 2015. Ronda returns to the cage, to the octagon. Ronda against Amanda Nunes. I predicted Ronda would win. I just thought, she's a good fighter. She'll have her A game ready and she'll be ready to win. But that didn't happen. I don't know if she was caught off guard. I don't know if she stayed out of the octagon too long and stayed away. And Amanda's just a better fighter. This win kind of does say Amanda is a better fighter right now. She is. Ronda's still a damn good fighter. Damn good talent. But I don't know. Where does Ronda Rousey go from here? Who does she face next? I don't have a clue. If I was Ronda, I would just leave. But then people are going to try to bash her and say she's running away and she's scared to fight anybody else, and why would she run away and leave? Why would she do that when... Why would you want to leave the UFC and leave your MMA career with 2 losses? I don't know. I don't know what she's going to plan, what her future is. I know her future is probably a couple movies coming out with her in them. At least 1 or 2 movies I think she filmed. And they're talking about it again. Ronda, Nunes.
Rousey makes her...
Here are some of the highlights. Listen.
And right out of the gate, the same script as the last time.
Ronda looked ready. At her game
Rousey was in the octagon.
Drilled immediately.
Just eating jabs.
Jabs to the face.
And that was the blow right there, and the sequence
right
that led to
jaw up against the
a
cage.
TKO. Still champ.
Nunez goes like this.
$100,000 for the champ. $3 million for Rousey, who is taken out again.
That's an embarrassing loss. Ronda looks crushed. She has her head down.
Wow. Quite a lot of emotion.
That was... Seeing those highlights, oh my God. Seeing those highlights again, I'm even more depressed. Oh my God, what does Ronda have to be thinking after losing like that? What in God's name? Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but what in the hell does she have to be thinking right now? I should have never returned. Why didn't I go? Why didn't she go for a takedown? Why didn't she go for a judo throw? Why didn't she go for the armbar and take down immediately? I don't know. But this loss, I mean, the Holly Holm loss was crushing. I'm sure to Ronda. This loss to Amanda Nunes, I mean, as I said, Holly Holm loss, that was crushing. It had to be. This loss against Amanda, this is more than crushing. In my opinion, this is like getting stabbed in the guts over and over and over. Because it didn't even last a minute. It did not even last a minute, people. Fight started off. Round number 1. Didn't even go 1 minute. Round number 1, it was over. Nunes got many shots in Ronda, connected with many punches, many jabs, many right hands. Nunes hit many right hands. And Rousey at one time, she was probably, she was shaken. She was probably shocked, shaken, probably seeing stars, seeing little birdies, Twitter bird flying around in her head. Sadly, she probably did see stars and birds flying around her. That loss was crushing. It was shocking. I predicted Ronda would win, but what the hell do I know? These UFC fights, anything can happen. They can go 1 minute, they could go 5 rounds, or they could go 10 seconds. It's hard as fuck to predict MMA fights. It's not easy. I didn't see this coming. I did not see this coming. I did not see this happening. Ronda Rousey, she had to be determined to shut up everybody in the media and to shut up people that said she's lost it when she lost to Holly Holm. Well, she had to be determined, but that wasn't enough. She was absolutely destroyed. She was murdered. She was butchered. She got her ass kicked. Didn't even go 1 minute. It went 48 seconds. And when Ronda was getting punched, before the ref stopped it, because Rousey could not defend herself anymore at all, the ref did the right thing by stopping it. Because before that, Ronda stumbled and she almost fell down. She almost fell. And I guess the only positive thing for Ronda Rousey fans, the only positive thing is about the fight tonight at UFC 207. The only positive is that Ronda Rousey did not get knocked out in 10 seconds. That's the only positive I can take away from this. Because I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what the hell else to say. 48 seconds, Amanda Nunes defeats Ronda Rousey and retains her title. Good for her. She was damn ready. And I said after the fight, Amanda went like this. I guess to the crowd, because the entire crowd was 100% behind Ronda Rousey. I'm sure UFC MMA fans love Rousey going into this fight. She built She was the face of the women's division for a long time. Very long time. At least over 2 years. She had a lot of successful title defenses. And, I don't know, she hit a speed bump. More than a speed bump when she lost to Holly Holm. Holly Holm is a world-class boxer. Former world champion in boxing. And Holly Holm showed us all that Rousey was not unbeatable and untouchable. Holly Holm beat the crap out of Rousey and ended her streak. Well, Amanda Nunes may have buried Ronda Rousey's MMA UFC career. If I was Rousey, I don't know what I'd do. I wouldn't want to never fight again. I don't know what she does. I mean, I'm sure her head was ready to fight tonight. I don't know how she regroups from this loss. Where does she go? I don't have a clue. If I was her, I may think about never fighting again, but then you would have everybody in the media and everybody looking at you like you're a quitter. You left UFC with 2 losses, and both losses you got destroyed. But it may be time for Ronda to hang up the fighting gloves and just do movies. She can make more money anyways in Hollywood. And I would like to see her go to WWE. I don't know if she ever will. But at least in WWE, they could build her up to be unstoppable because all the finishes are predetermined. We all know that as wrestling fans. If any wrestling fans are watching this, everybody knows the outcomes are predetermined. They could really build up Ronda Rousey in WWE. They could really build her up to be undefeated. And who knows, maybe Charlotte would still be undefeated on pay-per-views, and they could have Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 34. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Ronda got paid $3 million for tonight's UFC 207 fight. That's a huge payday for her. And she lost. Doesn't matter. She's still guaranteed $3 million. Good for her. She's a huge star. I don't know how much star power she has anymore. Especially in UFC, in the fighting game. She might have no star power left. Because if she ever fights on pay-per-view again, people probably won't want to order it as much as they did for UFC 207 and her return. A lot of people won't want to put their money down because they'll be thinking, I'm going to put down $50, $60 and for what? They'll just think Rousey's going to lose again, so they won't put their money down. UFC's in trouble because their 2 top biggest stars are McGregor and Rousey. And Rousey lost. And McGregor, he's still a big star. The guy talks a lot. The guy rips off pro wrestling promos a lot. That's how he's made himself a big star, by ripping off, probably watching Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes promos. That's how he became such a big star. And he has a lot of talent in the octagon. I will admit that. I'm not a fan of Conor McGregor. I think he's an ass. And the guy, I think, his head has gotten too big. I think he has too big of an ego. Anyways, Rousey got paid $3 million. The winner, Amanda Nunes, got paid $100,000. That's wrong. I mean, Amanda should got a bonus for winning. She should have made at least $1 million for defeating Rousey, but she didn't. UFC 207 is in the books. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, sad, depressing, shocking, insane main event. The outcome was insane. I didn't see that coming. The fight of the night at UFC 207, the fight of the night was Cody against Dominic Cruz. That was a fight of the night. It went all 5 rounds. It was great. Main event was 2 thumbs down. It was not great because it was damn sad, damn depressing to see Rousey lose like that. My UFC 207 review is in the books. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm still shocked. That was unbelievable how Rousey lost. Follow me on Twitter if you would like, at WWE NXT Guy, also at NXT WWE Guy. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. I make videos every single week. Bye for now, everybody.